John Davison Rockefeller. The name itself sounds powerful. He was the world's first billionaire, a man who built an empire from nothing and changed the business world forever. From selling candy as a kid to controlling America's oil industry. But how did he do it? How did one man rise from nothing to control almost all the oil in America? In this video, we'll uncover the story of Rockefeller, the world's first billionaire. Make sure to watch till the end because his story is full of lessons you can use in your own life. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you never miss an exciting video like this. Let's get started. Early life and the seeds of ambition. John Davison Rockefeller was born on July 8, 1839, in Richford, New York, into a family that knew both hardship and resilience. His father, William Avery Rockefeller, was a traveling salesman known for his smooth-talking ways and, at times, questionable business practices. Some called him a con artist, but he saw himself as an opportunist, always looking for the next deal. In contrast, John's mother, Eliza Davison Rockefeller, was a devout Baptist woman who believed in discipline, hard work, and thriftiness. She managed the household with strict rules and instilled in her children a deep sense of responsibility and faith. From a young age, Rockefeller showed a natural talent for numbers and a strong interest in money management. He wasn't the kind of kid who wasted time playing aimlessly. He was already thinking about ways to earn and save. At the age of 14, his family moved to Cleveland, Ohio, a growing industrial city with new opportunities. Rockefeller, determined to get ahead in life, took a short business course at Folsom's Mercantile College. It was a smart investment. He learned bookkeeping, business operations, and financial management, skills that would serve him well in the years to come. At just 16 years old, he landed his first real job as an assistant bookkeeper at Hewitt & Tuttle, a produce shipping company. His salary was a mere 50 cents a day, but he treated the job as if he were running the business himself. He meticulously recorded transactions, studied the company's financials, and became obsessed with efficiency and cost-cutting. It didn't take long for his superiors to recognize his dedication. By 1859, after years of saving and learning, Rockefeller partnered with Maurice Clark to start his own business, a commission merchant firm called Clark and Rockefeller. The company bought and sold goods like grains, meats, and other commodities, and it did well. But Rockefeller was always looking for the next big thing. That same year, in Pennsylvania, something happened that would change his destiny forever. Edwin Drake struck oil, entering the oil industry. The discovery of oil in Titusville, Pennsylvania in 1859 sparked an oil rush. At the time, crude oil was primarily used to produce kerosene for lamps, replacing the expensive and unreliable whale oil. The demand for refined oil skyrocketed, and Rockefeller saw a massive opportunity. In 1863, he took a bold step and entered the oil refining business. He partnered with Samuel Andrews, a chemist who understood the refining process, and together, they opened their first oil refinery in Cleveland. Unlike many businessmen who were rushing to drill wells and strike it rich, Rockefeller took a different approach. He focused on refining. He saw drilling as a gamble. Oil wells could dry up overnight. But refining? That was stable, predictable, and, if done right, incredibly profitable. In 1865, Rockefeller made his first major power move. He bought out his partner Maurice Clark and took full control of the refinery, renaming it Rockefeller and Andrews. From that point on, he was in the driver's seat. Over the next few years, he reinvested profits into expansion, buying out smaller competitors and improving refining techniques. By 1870, Rockefeller co-founded Standard Oil, a company built with one mission: to dominate the oil industry. He didn't just want to compete, he wanted to control everything, from refining to distribution and sales. This meant securing the best transportation deals, negotiating lower rates with railroads, and acquiring smaller refineries to build a monopoly. The rise of Standard Oil. By the late 1870s, Rockefeller's strategy was paying off. Standard Oil controlled more than 90% of the oil refineries in the United States. How did he do it? A combination of ruthless efficiency, smart deal-making, and aggressive expansion. One of his biggest advantages was the way he dealt with railroads. Since he was shipping massive quantities of oil, he negotiated rebates or secret discounts with railroad companies. This allowed Standard Oil to transport its oil at a much lower cost than competitors, making it nearly impossible for smaller refiners to compete. Another game-changing move was the creation of the Standard Oil Trust in 1882. At the time, U.S. laws didn't allow one company to operate across multiple states, so Rockefeller and his legal team came up with a workaround. They created a trust where multiple companies were controlled by a board of trustees, effectively making them one giant business while legally appearing as separate entities. This gave Standard Oil an iron grip on the market. It dictated oil prices, crushed competitors, and controlled everything from crude oil refining to the sale of kerosene. Rockefeller's dominance made him one of the most powerful men in America, but it also made him one of the most controversial. By the early 1900s, public and political pressure started mounting against Standard Oil's monopoly. The company's cutthroat business tactics were widely criticized, and the government was under pressure to take action. The fall of Standard Oil and the birth of a billionaire. The federal government finally struck back in 1890 with the Sherman Antitrust Act, a law designed to break up monopolies. For years, Standard Oil fought legal battles, but in 1911, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that Standard Oil was an illegal monopoly and ordered it to be broken up into 34 smaller companies. Many thought this would be a devastating blow to Rockefeller's empire. Instead, it made him even richer. Some of the companies that emerged from Standard Oil's breakup, including Exxon, Mobil, and Chevron, became massive corporations in their own right. Rockefeller still owned large shares in these companies, and as their stock prices soared, so did his wealth. By 1916, John Davison Rockefeller became the world's first billionaire. His monopoly was gone, but his fortune had only grown. Rockefeller the philanthropist. Despite his ruthless business practices, Rockefeller had a strong belief in giving back. He once said, "I believe the power to make money is a gift from God, and I believe it is my duty to use it for the good of my fellow man." True to his word, he spent the last decades of his life giving away a significant portion of his fortune. One of his greatest contributions was the founding of the University of Chicago in 1890, to which he donated over $35 million. The institution quickly became one of the top universities in the world. He also established the Rockefeller Institute for Medical Research, now Rockefeller University, which made groundbreaking contributions to medicine, including advancements in public health and disease prevention. In 1913, he founded the Rockefeller Foundation, one of the largest philanthropic organizations in history. The foundation funded medical research, education, and public health initiatives around the world. It played a major role in eradicating diseases like hookworm in the southern United States and contributed to the development of vaccines and other medical advancements. Legacy and final years. John Davison Rockefeller lived to the age of 97, passing away in 1937. By then, he had given away more than $500 million, a staggering sum for the time. His influence on business, philanthropy, and American capitalism remains unmatched. His legacy is complex. On one hand, he was a monopolist who crushed competitors with ruthless tactics, creating one of the most powerful business empires in history. On the other, he was a generous philanthropist who dedicated his later years to improving the world. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you think Rockefeller's business tactics were justified? Or did he go too far in his pursuit of success? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories. Thanks for watching.